Hello, my banter kings and queens. Today we're going to be talking about Love Island, season 6, episode 14. It's a little bit of an upsetting episode, but first, please like and subscribe. And let's get into this episode. This is Bits of Banter with Antoinette. Okay, so we start this very upsetting episode. We will get into it, but I almost want to say hello to everyone but Serena. Okay? But we'll get into that. The episode starts off with Connor and Leah are having a conversation. No, it's not Connor and Leah. Sorry, it's Leah and Rob are still having that conversation. She's still trying to figure out what are you thinking? What are you thinking? And he's like, what do you want me to think about? You want me to think about that things will get me in trouble? I'm like, ugh, whatever. And Rob is saying that he's like, well, I'm actually thinking about how we don't know much about eels. We don't know where they come from and how do they reproduce, except he said something else, like a different word that wasn't reproduce. That wasn't actually a word either, or whatever. And Leah's obviously getting upset. She wants him to say that, I like you. I want to get back together. But girl, he doesn't want to get back together. Okay? Let's let go of things that are not for us anymore. Rob is not for us. Rob is not for you. And she goes, I don't know, pretty much our conversation ends and she goes down to speak to Serena and she says, I need to go straight home and straight to therapy. I agree. I think you really need to delve into why you are really into this toxicity, why you're still chasing after Rob, even though he's made it very clear he's not interested in you. Yes. And Serena's so funny. She says in the confessional, she's like, I support women's rights and wrongs. And I'm like, you know what? Yes, agreed. We got to support our girls. We also need to support therapy and people doing deep dives into why they are okay with toxicity. So I support all that. Okay, I support all that. And Rob goes to talk to Aaron. Aaron, I really need you to chill. I just need you to flipping chill. He's getting upset because he's like, Rob told him that Leah basically was kind of trying to get back with him. And he's like, I knew it. She just wanted to get Andrea out because she likes you. I was like, get over it. Why are you get over it? Even though yes, we know that's true, but get over it. Andrea's not coming back. Okay. And it's just really not that serious, honestly. And then Rob's like, oh, I really hope that's not the case. Boy, you know that's the case. Let's move on. And Liv ends up telling on her girl Nicole to Kendall and saying that she's not 50-50. Pretty much, she tells Kendall that Nicole's not 50-50, that she is liking Miguel quicker and things are good with this man quicker than it has been with you. And Kendall, of course, is getting more and more hurt over it. Finally, Connor and Leah chat. Connor's like, I don't know how, he just needs her to say explicitly that she doesn't like him. Everybody else knows and other people have told him, but okay. So she ends up telling him that he wanted to talk to Leah, because he wanted to know what the conversation was between her and Rob. She ends up telling him that she still has feelings for Rob. She basically was just checking in on him because she still cares about him, but she also still has feelings for Rob, but she also has feelings for him. And Connor gets up and he's really happy and smiling. And he's like, as long as you're honest with me. She's not being honest with you, but okay. And this girl boops him. You could tell he wanted to kiss. This girl boops him. And I'm like, you're just embarrassing yourself. She doesn't like you. She's not interested. I feel, even though she should be explicit, we need to have the same rules we have for boys. Boys need to be explicit too about their feelings. With us girls, we need to be explicit with the men as well. And then I don't know. Then Leah ends up going talking to pretty much everyone that was watching them. And she's like, I feel like everyone keeps forgetting that Rob and I were together since day one. Like, he was only with Andrea for 4 days. And everyone's like, no, we haven't forgotten. You won't let us forget. And it's just like, she's just showing more and more of her cards about how she really obviously wants to be with Rob, which, hey, I get it. You like him. He's not interested. It's basically like what's happening between Leah and Rob is happening between Leah and Connor, except like they're reversing roles. And at the end of the night, Nicole ends up turning to Kendall and be like, oh, do you want to cuddle? And he's like, I'm not sure. I'll think about it. And she's like, you don't have to. I'm just like, Kendall is over it. Kendall is over this girl. He really, this 50-50 stuff, it's not for him. It's not for him. So then we come to the next day, and all the girls are talking, and basically Leah's like, Connor in theory is hot. And the funny thing is, I kind of see what she means. But Leah just keeps, basically, I feel like I'm a broken record. Leah just keeps discussing basically how grossed out she is about Connor, because they end up doing this thing. Aaron makes orange juice for the girls. They leave most of the orange juice on the table. And then they send Connor out to go try to like play crouching tiger, hidden dragon, like just rolling around. And they see him, and Leah's like, what is he doing? Ew, ew. She is just so icked out. But like, she's having all the icks with Connor. She does not like him. She does not want him to touch her. None of that. So then Rob and Connor have a man-to-man talk, or let's be real, more like boy-to-boy talk. And Rob is telling Connor, I just don't really know about her credibility anymore. Like, I like her, but I just, pretty much he's saying he doesn't trust her. And Connor is starting to realize that Leah, he's saying like what she's saying to his face is not what she's saying behind his back. And Rob pretty much tells him, yeah, that's true. What she's saying to your face is not what she's saying behind your back. And he tells Connor that pretty much Leah said that she's not feeling Connor. Rob tells Connor that Leah is not feeling Connor anymore. And he's pretty much saying like, oh, we got to keep this between us. But I'm starting to feel like Leah had something to do with Andrea leaving, because she's really benefiting from it now. Andrea, remember back, they had Leah and Rob had this joke about how they used to share one brain cell. He obviously doesn't have it right now. Or maybe he has it right now and he's like just piecing things together. Yes, she had something to do with Andrea leaving. Okay? She did. It's just it's not rocket science. The other girls were involved as well, but yes, she wanted her to leave. Okay? Yep. So then Kendall and Nicole chat. He tells her that he's hurt, and that it's just natural for him to kind of take a step back, especially after what she told him. And he's just trying to protect his heart, which fair. That's fair. I know for me, if it was me or anybody, I think it's natural that if somebody is saying that they're basically saying they're not sure about you, you don't want to put all of your energy and all of your heart into them, because then you're just going to get hurt. And he's like, I don't know how to do this on a 50-50. It's either we're into each other and I know you're into me and we're working that way, or you're going to be hanging out with someone else. But Nicole ends up telling him that she does feel closer to him than she does to Miguel, that she's more comfortable with him, and that's hard for her. And it pretty much seems like they end off on a good note. I still feel like he's more than just stepped away, but he's not fully saying that to her. And so they basically, the way I feel like Nicole probably feels is that they've left on a good note. She let him know that she's leaning more towards him than she is to Miguel, and that they're going to move forward. So now Rob is going around and having all these little conversations with everybody. Now he wants to have a conversation with Liv and Kaylor. And he's saying, like, let's just keep this between the three of us. And then Aaron comes in. So I guess it's between the four of us now. And he says he wanted to talk to Liv and Kaylor because he's feeling like Leah's lying. And Leah told him that she never spoke badly about Andrea and him. And Liv makes his face like, so that's obviously not true. And he said he knows that's a lie. So he's just wondering what else she's lying about. And not Rob trying to play like detective over this thing that's just obvious, but whatever. He really feels like he's Sherlock Holmes right now, being like, let me go and get all the clues, whatever. But so he says, because she said that about him not talking crap about Andre and him, he knows that's a lie. So then he said, but she also told him that for this vote, that she took a back seat to the vote, and that it was more the other girls because she didn't like want to influence. And Liv and Kaylor's face tells it all. They are flabbergasted. I mean, this was a misstep of Leah's. I don't know why you told Rob thinking that you could trust him, even though he's made it pretty obvious that you can't trust him. I'm not saying Leah's trustworthy either, but Rob's not trustworthy. I don't know. I mean, she likes him, but like, he is going to throw you under the bus. He's trying to get you back for the fact that you got rid of his girl. So he says this. Liv says, so let me just get this clear. She told you that she's never talked crap about Andrea and you, and that she really took a step back from the vote to get Andrea out. And Kaylor speaks up, and Kaylor's like, no, she was the one who was pushing for us to get rid of it. Kaylor speaks up, and she said, no, she was really the one pushing for Andrea to get kicked out. And she was saying that Andrea should go home, and they are just spilling all the beans on their girl. They are just letting it all out. Rob is upset. They even bring up to Rob that, you know what? I feel like we've all been bamboozled by her. You know, even the thing that she did to Janae, like she went in and swooped under with Connor, and then the next day said that she had the ick from Connor. Like, pretty much everyone's done with her. All the cards are out. Everyone's talking to each other and letting them know that Leah's a liar. She's not to be trusted. And not this episode, but at some episode, this is going to slap her in the face. Because now Liv is upset with her, Kaylor's upset with her, Rob's upset with her. Everybody knows that she was really pushing for Andrea, which, I mean, I feel like it was pretty obvious, but whatever. And then I'm going to try to keep a straight face here, but there's a really cute part with Kordell and Serena that was adorable. And she was saying that they just looked cute. Kordell had his like hair all twisted out. He looked adorable. I love that hair on him. And she was saying Serena was saying there's not really much else for them to do right now sexually, because she's not going to do that on camera, which I was like, I respect that. But they also did have a conversation, Kordell and her, about how that they are still open. Things are going really well with each other, but they're both still open, which I was like, that's fair. And then Leah brings up another thing to someone else about how she can't see herself having sex with Connor. Shocker. You don't like the man, okay? She needs to watch who she talks to. These girls are not your friends. Kind of. Like, I mean, yeah, they're not your friends. You're flapping a bit too much, letting all of your cards out. It's not a good look. And not that I think Connor deserves anything better, but the amount that she's talking about how icky he is, how she can't see herself having sex with him, how he's like hot in theory, it's just like getting kind of like mean. You know you're on camera, right? It's getting pretty mean at this point. So they all get a text, and it's nightclub night. And everyone looks super cute. They go down and they're all dancing. And then, they get a text and there's a challenge. So the challenge is called Stick or Twist. And each team of couples, like the boys and the girls, they get to decide if they want to stay in the couple, which would be stick, or if they want to twist. So each couple will get on the dance floor. They have like what's it called? Like a door, kind of door in between them. And at go, the music turns on and they all dance, And then it gets to yellow and they have to decide. If they just keep dancing, that means they want to stick in the couple. And then if they go to the red podium, then that means that they want to twist, meaning they want to explore other options. So the first couple up is Kaylor and Aaron, and they decide to stick, which is really cute. I mean, they've been cute. They really like each other. Like, it was expected. Then Kendall and Nicole. Nicole was going to stick. Nicole decided she was going to stick. Kendall walked off. And when that partition moved, she looks so shocked and she's pissed. She's so pissed now. And she's feeling like he's doing this out of spite. And I would agree with her. I think he's just trying to get back at her. And he's saying she's exploring other options. I should too, which I'm not saying you shouldn't. But there's a lot of, even throughout this, you're seeing there's a lot of people who are just trying to protect themselves and they're not really being vulnerable. Kendall has a thing where it's pretty obvious, like he can't be vulnerable. He needs other person to be very obvious that they like him. If there's any type of like uncertainty, he's done. He's going to cut you off. Nicole obviously still likes you. She wanted to stick with you because she could have done twist and been like, because Miguel likes her. She knows Miguel likes her. She knows Miguel wants to couple up with her, but she was going to stick with you. And then you went off. It's honestly not a good look because I do think he still likes Nicole, but he definitely was saying he did this because he was trying to protect himself and he didn't want to look like an idiot if she had decided to twist as well. So next is Liv and Miguel. Liv decided to stick and Miguel decided to twist, which I wasn't surprised by Miguel. Liv is pissed because she was like, she didn't expect that. She was like, yeah, I thought we were open, but I thought we were like still enjoying our time together. So this game is messy. It's so messy. So then, and Miguel ends up saying, we went straight from nightclub to bloodbath. We went straight from nightclub to bloodbath. And he's not wrong. He's not wrong. So next is Connor and Leah. Leah twists and Connor sticks, which we thought. And he pretty much like said that it's okay, it hurt, but it was at least a clarity that he needed. I'm like, fine, great, finally. Leah's like, I feel so bad. I'm like, stop feeling bad, girl, and just stick. Like, you don't like him, just stick by it. I feel like it's worse when you act like you like somebody and don't, and then just drag them along. This is better for him. You might feel bad right now, but this is better for him that he knows that you're not into it. And then the part of the night that breaks my heart. Serena and Kordell. Serena twists and Kordell sticks. And not them having that song of like, Robin's song, I'm just dancing on my own. That playing, him literally dancing on his own. And then the partition moves and he sees her at the podium that she decided to twist and not stick. And the heartbreak you see, I'm not even kidding, I got teary-eyed. This man is so upset. Serena is breaking his heart. She broke his heart. And I don't know what's going on with her, but like, why are you playing a game with him? Like, Kordell is so sweet. And you had already said that you didn't want to be with him at first. And now you said you did want to be with him. And then now you blindsided him with this, like, oh, I want to see other people. which, yeah, you both said you were open, but that's not the point of this game. This point of this game isn't to figure out if people are open. It's literally to see if you don't want to be in this couple anymore. You can be in the couple and be open. And I think they knew that. A lot of the people who twisted later were like, oh, well, like we had said that we were open. Serena specifically said that. She's like, well, we had said that we were open today. And she also said, she's like, well, later on, which I think is just hindsight. She's trying to make herself feel better. She was like, well, I didn't want to still be standing there and he wasn't there. And then I'd look like a fool. I was like, Kordell was not going to trust. You knew he was going to stick. Let's not play these games. This man really, really likes you. He has been clear about that from day one. There has been literally no question about it. Zero questions. So you trying to say that you did this because you thought, oh, maybe he would? He wasn't going to do that. He wasn't going to do that to you. So he is just, I'm so mad at Serena for this. I'm serious. I'm so mad at her for doing that. So I don't know. Serena told, like when they were walking past each other, she told Kordell, it's not even like that. And he's like, what is it then? What is it like then? I don't know. So then they have the people who decided to stick go up on the balcony, and the people who decided to twist go to the fire pit. All the bombshells come in. There's Cassidy. I didn't catch what age she was, but she's from Miami, Florida, and she's saying she's looking for a dog dad. Then there's Kenny, who's 24, who's from Dallas, Texas. And Leah likes him. She's like, oh, I could get with someone like Kenny. I was like, I know you can, girl. Nigel is 28 and he's from Houston, Texas. He seems like a little too cocky for me, but all of them are very, very attractive. And Kendall is like, Cassidy, which, you know what, I'm really not sure Cassidy is into him. She already said that she was looking for Rob. So we'll see what happens. But I mean, maybe it seems like the look back for next week, or for tomorrow, I think one of the boys likes Janae, which I would love for that for her. And then we cut to Kordell, and he's saying, I'm here just giggling about this girl. And she's over there just not even feeling the same way, and I don't even know. And he's like, I feel so stupid. I just feel so bad for him. I just feel so, so bad for him. Serena, you did him wrong. You did him wrong. And like, there's nothing wrong with not liking him, but you should have been really clear with him. You should have been really, really clear with him. Because finding out during this game is just sucky. And Kordell is so sweet. He did not deserve that. He did not deserve that. So that was the end of that episode. Honestly, like, this episode just made me sad. This ending of this episode just made me so sad. I know I just really want someone to come for Kordell that just is really into him, because he's going to be a good boyfriend. I mean, I don't know him, but I feel that like he's going to be a really good boyfriend. Don't disappoint me, Kordell, but like, I feel like he's going to treat some girl really well. He already treats Serena really well. I don't know what she was thinking, but this wasn't a good look for her. Leah, I think she's going to get her comeuppance at some point. I mean, I don't know. Like, the thing is, Liv and Kaylor didn't say anything to her. I don't know if maybe tomorrow they're going to bring it up about the conversation they had with Rob. I'm kind of interested to see how that goes, you know? And then, you know, Aaron and Kaylor are still good. But everything is just kind of up in the air. All the people who twisted, Rob and Janae, since they weren't in a couple, they were already on the twist side. So Rob and Janae, Kendall twisted, Miguel twisted, and Serena twisted. So it's 5 people. And now we're going to find out. And Kendall said something that was like, oh, well, like, it was good that Nicole wanted to stick. So that's good for me. No, it's not good for you, dude. That girl's not going to want to talk to you anymore. That, like, you embarrassed her. You're done. You're done. Like, you played stupid games. you got a stupid prize. The prize is that now she is not interested in you. I can bet my life on that. She is not going to want to hang out with Kendall anymore because you embarrassed her. Yeah, she's done with you. She's done with you. So if you had any interest in her, you should have stuck. You should have stayed on that dance floor and kept it going. That's what you should have done. But whatever. So that was the end of the episode. If you liked this, please like and subscribe. And I really love these chats of ours. I really do. And love you, mean it. Bye.